What is up, guys? This is 12th Harbinger and welcome to my channel. In this video, I will make a detailed comparison of one of the most popular and best constellations in the game, Arlecchino C1 with her C0, and let you know how much of an upgrade it is in practice. Without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Let's first start with the damage test. I am using R5 White Tassel and 4-piece Gladiator set. The build will be same for both C0 and C1. Zhongli is here for shield so that Arlecchino doesn't get knocked around. Don't worry, there will be a comparison of her resistance to interruption as well. Zhongli is not using any support sets. The only buff here is his resistance shred. I have used crit rate food for consistent damage to make the comparison easier. From her first normal attack string, her total damage output was 161k. Now let's take a look at the damage with C1. The total damage from her first normal attack string with C1 is 215k. 54k more than her C1, which is about 33.5%. But the overall damage increase is around 25%. Arlecchino's damage keeps on decreasing with the Bond of Life. Since her C1 is a multiplier increase, the damage difference will also keep going down, and the total damage boost will be 25%, which is a lot. Along with the damage boost, what makes her C1 so good is that it also provides interrupt resistance. Now, how good is the interrupt resistance? Let's check it out. Here are two clips. On the left is C0, and on the right is C1. The interrupt resist does not make you uninterruptible like Raiden's burst, but it is a decent quality of life upgrade. If I have to compare it to someone, I would say it is similar to Xingqiu's rain swords. I thought that pairing the C1 with Xingqiu will make her uninterruptible, but that was not the case. She can still get interrupted by heavy attacks. Nevertheless, the C1 reduces the need for defensive characters, if you are only using them for the interrupt resistance, and lets you go with more offensive options. But if you are having survivability issues, using Shielder is still recommended. While it will make the interruption resistance useless, but you are still getting the increased damage. Also, the interrupt resistance is useful in teams where the choices of defensive options are limited, like in Chevreuse overload teams, and lets you go with offensive options. If you are enjoying this video so far, do consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to share this video with other Arlecchino mains. Now let's move on to the main part of this comparison. The C1 provides a significant damage increase on paper, but how much impact does it have in Abyss clears? For that, let's compare her C0 clear with C1. First, let's see how she does against a single enemy. For the team, I am using a Vape team with Xingqiu, Bennett, and Kazuha. I have tried multiple times and used the best runs I could get for the comparison. Well, the attacks of this boss is quite predictable, so it was easier to not get interrupted, and Xingqiu's interruption resistance also helped. With C0, it took 1 minute 9 seconds to complete the chamber, and with C1, it took 59 seconds. The difference here was only of 10 seconds. Now let's do the comparison where she can get interrupted more. I am doing this comparison in 12-1 first half.
動くべきだ。みんながそばにいて。
舞い散らう散らまく押し
貫こう。
風の
権限。よっせいふっとさはっここより登る。や百せいさせい続きといこう。落ちる。
この剣は
貫こう。続きといこう。
俺が回る舞い
せいふっとみんながそばにいてく。
最優
やっはっふっはっはっさふっふっはととはっさやっはっ
With C0, it took 1 minute 17 seconds to complete the chamber, and with C1, it took almost 1 minute 11 seconds. Here there was only a difference of 6 seconds. Let's look at another comparison with Zhongli and the team. While the C1 provides interrupt resistance, it doesn't remove the value of a shielder with Arlecchino as she is still squishy. So it is only fair we do one more comparison with Zhongli. Here I switch to Yelan as we don't need the interrupt resistance of Xingqiu.
剣女盤石難攻不落
捕まえた。やっと落ちる。
岩山八九はっ岩山八九せ
みんながそばにいてくれる。
全力攻撃
糸よ工作せよ。やっ
With C0, it took almost 1 minute 2 seconds to complete the chamber, and with C1, it took around 1 minute. Here the difference was only 2 seconds. On average, the clear difference is around 6 seconds. Maybe there were some mistakes in my rotations, so you can consider that the difference in clear will mostly be around 10 seconds. So my personal opinion on this is, while the C1 provides a considerable amount of damage increase over her C0, but in actual runs, I don't see much difference. This 5 to 10 seconds can make a huge difference if the second team of your Abyss takes up more time. However, I personally don't think that you should spend your primos, which can be used for another character, only for some extra 10 seconds. You will eventually reach the point where you can max clear the chamber with more than 10 seconds left. So in short, while the C1 is a good constellation to have, it is absolutely not needed and you should not specifically pull for it. Don't forget to share this video with other Arlecchino mains. I hope this video was helpful. Make sure to like and share the video and subscribe for more Genshin Impact content. We'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.